Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the Soundcore by Anker Live Q35 active noise canceling headphones. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. You can see the nice retail box and packaging right here walking us through some of the product tech specs. So first up, it features high-res audio, smart wearing detection, 40-hour playback time, crystal clear calls with 2 built-in mics with AI noise reduction, 5 minutes of charging equals 4 hours of playback time, NFC fast pairing, and touch for transparency mode. They also advertise the Soundcore app on the back for iOS and Android devices with multi-mode noise canceling via the Soundcore app. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the contents. Here are all the package contents. First up, we have our safety and disclaimer information, followed by a customer service and contact card. Then you can see we have our quick start guide. Then we have our cables and accessories. We have our USB Type-C to USB Type-A charging cable. We have a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary cable right here if we want to use wired connection and listening. We also have an adapter for it if you're flying. You can see the adapter. We have a nice carrying bag for all 3 of these items. And then you can see we have a nice carrying case for the headphones themselves. Now let's go ahead, let's look at the headphones in more detail. So here are the headphones, check them out. We got the Obsidian blue color and they look great. Soundcore logo and branding. We have active noise canceling on both sides. You can see the different color scheme we have going on with that blue. It looks great. Very soft and comfortable to the touch. Feels like memory foam for your head and your ears. On the right headphone, we learn more about our touch for transparency option, and we have NFC with Android phones. On the left earbud, you can see we have USB Type-C, our power button, and our noise canceling button. On that right earbud, you can see we have our play pause, our minus and our plus buttons, and we have our 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Here we go. On the other side, you can see internally we got left and right clearly labeled and marked for you. And that really soft cushion that's going to rest comfortably on your head, encompassing and engulfing your ears. So you can see that. We'll squeeze it, and then you can see it's going to come back to its shape. A lot of movement we have, so we're able to really adjust these. You can see very flexible with their design. So they fold in, super compact. And then they can fold right back out, and then we can rotate to the left and to the right, and then we can extend it all the way out if we want, or somewhere in between. Now let's go over the controls. So the controls are very simple and straightforward. First up, we have our transparency mode. You can hold down the right headphone panel for 1 second, and that's going to turn it on, or you can press the NC button, and that will activate transparency mode. Then we have our button controls, play and pause, obviously is a play pause button. Then we have our plus and minus buttons to adjust the volume up or down, but we can also hold down those buttons to go to either the next track or the previous track. Then if somebody's calling you to answer or hang up, just press the play pause button. If you want to decline the call, hold down for 1 second the play pause button. If you want to activate voice assistance, go ahead, hold down the play pause button for 1 second. We have auto pause as well. If you take the headphones off, it's going to pause them. If you put them back on, it's going to resume again. We can use our auxiliary cable to listen if we want. We have a reset button as well, so we can press the power button and the volume button simultaneously for 5 seconds to reset the headphones. So again, hold down the power button and the volume up button, and it will reset. Then they're showing you the airplane adapter for the seat, which is included, which is nice. We can flip it over to the other side. We can learn more about charging, their app, how to power on and off. Just press and hold the power button for 3 seconds to power on or off. How to pair with our Bluetooth devices. When powered off, press and hold the power button for 5 seconds. When the LED light flashes blue, you have entered into Bluetooth pairing mode. Dual pairing mode as well. When successfully connected with the first device, press the power button twice to pair to another device. Then we have our NFC option too for NFC pairing. Enable NFC on your smartphone. iOS devices are excluded from this. It's just Android. And gently tap on the right panel of the headphones to connect via NFC. And then for noise cancellation, press the NC button to turn on or off active noise cancellation. You can do that with just the NC button. So that's a quick look at all the different headphone options and controls that we have. So I have the headphones powered on right now, and I have Bluetooth turned on my mobile device. I'm also in pair a new device mode, and you can see they show up as Soundcore Life Q35s. They're right in the middle of all the available devices. So let's go ahead, let's select them. And now it's going to work on pairing for us, and you can see the first prompt we have, allow it access, and now I just selected pair. And there we go. We have successfully connected to the headphones using Bluetooth. Don't forget, if you have an Android device, you can also use NFC if you want. By default, right out of the case in box for us, they have 50% battery life. Now that we have it connected, let's go ahead. Let's try out our shake test. So I'm going to shake, 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 shake. Oh, it never feels very good. But you can see they did have some movement, but they actually stayed in place a lot better than I was anticipating with our shake test. I don't recommend that. It definitely hurts your neck, but that's good to know that they're going to stay in place for the most part. If you're really, moving your head around, doing some exercise, that sort of thing, they should stay comfortably in place on your head. So I just finished streaming back a bunch of music and watching videos on my phone to check for any sort of latency issues or anything like that, and I didn't notice anything. The audio and video was always in sync. And in regards to the actual audio quality, well, they sound fantastic, but don't take it from me. Why don't you listen for yourself? So now you can see I got the Q30 set up with our binaural microphone to give you guys the best audio listening sample possible. We also have the Soundcore app downloaded on our mobile device where you can see our live Q30 app settings. So first, front and center, you can see we got our battery level indicator right there. We have a settings gear icon in the top right hand corner where we can see our firmware version. We can turn wearing detection on or off and touch for transparency on and off, update our firmware, and view our quick start guide. Then we can go back here. You can see at the bottom we have a superior sleep section. So we can go ahead, we can play that really quickly, and you guys can hear in and listen to what it sounds like if you want to use this sleep setting. So pretty cool mode there where you can pick and choose the sounds you want to sleep to. And then we have a nice timer option too. We can set a countdown for that to shut off if we want. Then we'll go back. You can see the home screen again where we can jump to the equalizer now. So we have different EQ settings, default or custom. And then you can see we can literally set the custom options right here to our choosing and preferences. Really nice. And then we can look at the default one. You can see we can choose signature sounds if we desire, depending on what we're listening to at any given time. We'll leave it at the default settings for now, but you can really hone in those EQ settings. Now let's go ahead, let's listen in. So first up, we're playing a couple of seconds of the song Velvet Rope off the Music Chef album Behind the Velvet Rope. So let's go ahead, let's give it a listen. So that was with our ambient sound setting. Let's go back into the app. You can see we have different options to choose from. So first up, we have normal, which is what's currently on. And that just has noise cancellation and transparency modes turned off. Then we can choose two other options. If we want to have transparency mode on, then we can be more aware of our surroundings if we have that on by allowing some of those sounds in. So let's go ahead, let's give it a listen again with transparency mode on. And I'll do a little bit of talking too so you guys can see if you can hear me while we're listening to the music. Transparency mode is on right now and I'm talking in the background. We also have a window air conditioner fired up in the room too. You might be able to listen in and hear some more of those sounds than you typically would. So next up, we have noise cancellation mode. Right here, you can see we have 3 different options, whether we're outdoors, indoors, or transport. Great for airplanes, trains, that sort of thing. So we have 3 different options to choose from. In this case, let's go ahead, let's select indoor. This one should help eliminate some voices and mid-frequency noise from coffee shops, restaurants, that sort of thing. So let's go ahead, let's listen back again with this mode selected. I'll do a little bit of talking as well to see what it's able to pick up in this mode. So now you're listening in with noise cancellation turned on. This is what it's going to sound like as I'm talking and you're listening to music. This is your test to hear what it's going to sound like with noise canceling turned on and somebody trying to come up and talk right into your ear. This is what it's going to sound like with that mode. And again, we're using the indoor setting. There are 2 other settings you can use depending on your environment. Well, it might not be the easiest to pick up on the differences using our binaural mic setup. When you actually are listening to the headphones and have them on, there's a pretty big difference between the ambient sound setting that you choose. The active noise cancellation does a really good job. And again, we have 3 different modes we can choose depending on our situation. And having the transparency mode is great too. It really does filter in some more noise so you can be aware of your surroundings. So now you're listening into our raw mic audio test for our Soundcore Live Q35 headphones. This is what it's going to sound like if you want to use these headphones to make or take phone calls, record voice memos, that sort of thing. This is your raw mic audio test. I'm going to clap for a second here. We're going to snap our fingers for a second as well. We're going to knock on the table, and then we're just going to try to blast the headphones a little bit, cover them up so you guys can hear what it sounds like if you want to use the Q35s and the built-in mic. So let me share with you my final thoughts in regards to the Live Q35 headphones. Honestly, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better value on the market today in regards to how good the sound quality is and all the features that we get, like active noise cancellation, a decent built-in microphone, and we have awesome EQ controls within the mobile app. And we have those really cool sleep settings as well, so don't forget about that. And we have the great ability to turn on and off, having our headphones start or stop depending on if we remove them or not. I love all those features that we get with the Q35s. They're really a solid choice. I'm pleased with the build quality as well. The color looks great. I really like the color that we have for these headphones. Honestly, I think the biggest complaint for me is more so with just the design and how warm my ears and face get when I'm wearing these, but that's pretty typical for me when I'm using headphones to listen to music for a long period of time. So for me, I still like earbuds because of that, but what I really like about headphones is you just get a much better listening experience with your ears fully covered so you can be fully focused and immersed into what you're listening to and consuming. But don't forget, we have the transparency mode too, so then we can actually pick up some more of our surroundings if we want. So again, in regards to price and performance, you'll be hard pressed to find a better value on the market today. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget, new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.